Hi Gemini, welcome to the weekly. So quick disclaimer, these are general, they may or may not resonate. There's no time limit on them, and of course, always go with your own intuition and your own discernment. Even if what I'm saying resonates, you always know best, but you already know this, so let's just get started. That's too many cards, get a card. There we go. Okay, yes, Gemini, yes. This week, you are... Did you guys get the dolphin last week? No. That might have been Libra. It might have been your cousin. But yeah, okay. So I think this week you're sort of heading straight into not conflict, but definitely a challenger. I guess that's the best way to sort of describe it. Yeah, a challenger. And I think this is someone you know. I think even as you're watching this, wolf, just look at that card. Someone who I want to say, just from the imagery that's coming across, it's like they can drag you down to hell. And I feel like they have in the past. This is someone who, you're like, don't kill my vibe. But they always do. Wow, okay, this is a big reading. You got Phoenix and Cosmic Egg. And pretty much the way this deck works is there's 5 different elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Phoenix is the first ether card, and it talks about the root chakra. And this is the subconscious of the situation. So the reason you're running into this person this week, the reason they're appearing as a challenger, is because you're burning through some of your karma. You're burning through some of that root chakra. And you're doing it in a purifying way. It's, I totally forget what the word is. It's like taparas or something like that, where it's a yoga technique of burning away the past without burning down the bridges, right? And then to get Cosmic Egg on top, that is the 7th chakra. That talks about the crown. So you're making a journey all the way from 1st chakra to 7th chakra, which is insane. I do think you're purging something very big this week. Let's see the center of the situation, bee. Oh, I love that. I swear though, someone last week got the dolphin and bee combination, so maybe there's something in last week's video for you. But I think this week, the reason all of this is coming up, it's for your highest good, And I think it's so interesting. You have the circular sort of imagery again. And all of these circles, it's like sonar. You're putting out, it's kind of cheesy, but you're putting out good vibes into the universe. And sometimes when we're riding on these highs, the universe does come in and it does send us a challenge. It sends us a lesson. This feels very Mars retrograde, so you might want to consider what was happening to you. It would be August 2018 to November 2018, because that was the last Mars retrograde. And every time Mars goes retrograde, especially when it's in Aries, it brings back stuff from the last retrograde to see if we learned our lesson. Because, life is just a series of cycles that we go through. So it's, cycles repeat, especially if we haven't fully learned the lesson. So I feel like the universe is sort of testing you this week by throwing you this wolf person. And I do think it's someone you know. This isn't a new person. This doesn't feel new. This feels old. This almost feels like deja vu is what I'm hearing. It very well could be a new person, but it will feel so familiar. That's how you know something is off. If it feels super familiar and you get sort of a yucky feeling, trust it. That's not coming up for no reason. So I'm gonna get another card for Owl. Interesting. Yeah, this person is very wise, This person is someone you might even trust a lot, which is why it could be so, what's the right word? I guess frustrating, because you're in such a good place. And I think with the bee card in the center, this could have to do with work. This could be a workplace situation. It might not be though. My point is, you're in a working mode, you are producing results, you are getting on with your day-to-day, you are in a flow state, and you're putting out, as I said, all these circles. You're putting out sonar, you're putting out good intentions, which is the first step to like manifesting anything, you know? You have to be in a high state vibrationally to do that. And this wolf person, they're coming in as a challenger, but it's going to teach you something that you didn't see. And I'm kind of hearing something you didn't see the first time around. So who knows, perhaps this is something that, as I said, it feels like the past. It feels like the past making a comeback, you know? It's coming back around to see if you really learned your lesson or not. Okay, cool. And I think the lesson, I clarified cosmic egg with elk. I think the lesson has to do with stability and more so sustainability, you know, how to be a sustainable person for yourself and others, of course, but to be sustainable, to be a provider and still keep yourself, if that makes sense. It seems like the wolf sort of, and wolf people, they sort of come into your life, and what I'm getting from this, they sort of shake you off your game, right? They sort of drag you to hell with them, which is not fair at all, especially when you are in this state, especially when you're like happy, you're trying your best, you're getting about your day to day, you know, you're actually on a roll, is what I'm hearing. You're doing very well, Gemini. And to have someone like this come in and sort of pull you back into the underworld, it's like, hey, come on, like that's not fair. And I think that's your lesson, learning how to combat these wolf energies in a way that you still keep your whole, right? You don't have to lose a part of yourself for people like this or for this kind of situation. And it is going to teach you so much, because we got the owl card. And owl card, it always talks about wisdom for me. And it always brings up sort of, you know, you get a treasure at the end if you can pass the test, is kind of how I see the owl card a lot of the time. And with elk, it's so stable, you know? I am getting stable masculine. So you could be a male Gemini watching this, or you could be really owning that masculine energy inside of you, you know, that sustainable energy, that committed, loyal. The elk card is amazing in its high vibration. It's provider, it's stable, it's someone you want on your team, you know. The only problem with the elk card is its ego can get in the way, which is why there are flames around its horns. So I am hearing, you know, this person might be an ego triggerer for you, right? They could be condescending, they could be controlling, you know, it's like my way or the highway. And you're a Gemini, so you know better than anyone that everyone has a different way of doing things. Everyone has a different way of expressing themselves or going about in this world, and each of them are valid. So I think this week you're really sort of facing this person. You know, it feels like you're puffing up your chest, you know, shoulders back, like everything very professional, Gemini. You're coming across as kind of like a boss this week. And you're telling this person no. If not no, then you're really asserting yourself. You're really not allowing them to pull you into their shit. Excuse my French. It feels like you're not allowing this person to control you, is what it really feels like. It feels like this person almost has like a vice-like grip on you. And this is the week that you're breaking free. You're just, I mean, look at that. That's a fun prison break. You know, maybe you might want to watch the movie Shawshank Redemption. It's a phenomenal movie, and it does feel like this. It feels like you've been, you know, stuck in Shawshank for a crime you didn't do. You know, this person is literally just, you know, they are an instigator. They want to get to you, and you're not allowing them. You know, you're breaking free this week. You're thinking smarter. You're thinking 10 steps ahead. And you're really letting yourself, I'm hearing it, you're letting yourself feel, I guess, feel the power. This might be, you know, the first time in a while that you felt very powerful, finally able to assert yourself again, finally able to reclaim something you lost, right? There's this sense of, you know, the only time you're going to be going back down to the underworld is when you choose to do so. So, oh my god, did you hear that? Soul. When you choose to do so. My mom's Scottish, so sometimes sometimes it happens. So anyway, regardless, yeah, the only time you're going into the underworld is when you choose to do so, or when the universe, you know, sometimes we can't control everything that happens to us. So sometimes we kind of get forced into the underworld by the universe. Never fully the universe, you know, we choose to do it as well, but yeah, I'm just hearing, like, you're not letting this person drag you down with them, because that's their issue. It has nothing to do with you. And it's not fair for you to take the collateral damage every single time. This is just what I'm hearing from this reading, Gemini. It seems like every time this person expects you to just, you know, like, submit to them or give in or bleh. It's just, it's like, it's very fascist. I have to be honest. This week you're not having it. You're not having it at all. And I love it because you're keeping that high vibration. You're keeping that high vibe. You're not succumbing to this person's intimidation or their, I guess, their tactics, their fear tactics. You're not buying into it, you know? You're like, thank you, next. So I think that's amazing. I think I'm gonna end the reading there, Gemini. I want to say good job this week. It seems like you're really going to be standing your ground, and you're doing it in such a bubbly way. You're doing it in a way that it's not rude, it's not mean, it's truthful, you know? And Geminis are good at that. Geminis, they're good at getting to the truth, you know? It's like, let's not lie, let's not sugarcoat, let's just deal with this, the true. You're getting to the true, and you're asserting yourself, which is just beautiful, beautiful, Gemini. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next week's reading. Bye.